Hey, what's going on? Clint Rihn here. We are at MGV today, and we are going to be playing a scoring round here. See, we got a practice basket up again. It was down for a little while because I got ran over by an RV, but it's back up. And the last couple of weeks, we've been doing a lot of course maintenance out here, trimming up some of the holes that are a little bit more rough. So it's in really good condition, so I figured I want to come out here, get a scored round in, and kind of prepare for the Maple Open that's coming up. I think it's the 16th. That's a tournament that's going to be run out here, and I want to get a practice round in, so here we go. It's hole one. I think it's like 280, a little downhill through the trees. I'm going to try to give it a good run right out of the car, so yeah, I'm going to go Keystone. That was pretty good. Hole two, this one's about 370. Actually, the left gap got a lot more open. The ceiling's a little bit taller and there wasn't as many things hanging down. But I think I'm still gonna go right side, just because it's a more consistent hyzer. Explorer. All right, I love the line. Hopefully the distance is good. Hole three is about 270, not three. Straight little tunnel, little low ceiling, and OB behind it and to the right. You can see the little orange flags, but it's basically the grass line. Hole four is like 260. It's a big turning left to right shot. So the basket's actually like that direction. It actually is a better righty turnover than like a forehand. So I'm gonna go Keystone again. It's probably decent, a little too far left, I think. Something else you'll notice as we're walking up, the whole right side is out of bounds. Basket's up there. And we teed off from back in that little cove. So yeah, you really gotta make sure you're wide enough, because too early is worse than not turning it enough. So it's hole five. I think this one's probably 280-ish. The basket through this tunnel, and then you gotta go hard left, and it's actually like that direction. So it's pretty hard to get to. I don't think there's really any OB. There's a cart path that might play as a river for the tournament. But I think that's it. I'm gonna go honor. Oh. That's fine. That was a shank to the right. Oh, I thought I moved that. Hole six, I think it's like 570-ish. Again, another one we can't really see. You go out this tunnel. You can go around far left side and just be safe the whole time, because all this rough is out of bounds. So you have to go through this gap, finish on the right side, hopefully, and then go that direction to the basket. It's covered by two big trees and it's behind it. So you just really want to get out in the open and then figure it out. Probably a big hyzer from there. Actually, you can go sweep, new disc to the bag, try to get it to turn a little bit. Okay, it's at least out of the gap, it's safe. Its basket's right behind the big tree, so I'm gonna aim at the one on the right and hyzer behind it. Probably like 330 away. I finished a little too far straight out the gap. If you finish more right, it gets shorter and your gap's bigger. But yeah, I'm gonna go honor, big hyzer. Ooh, I think that's pretty good. All right, something I didn't mention on this one is the path that goes around this side basically separates the next hole in this one. There's flags out that are marking OB behind the basket, but it's probably like 45 feet. And with these trees, you kind of have to really mess it up. Usually people go OB on that side of the tree instead of deep, but just so you know that's there. Hole 7, the big downhill par 5. It's down there on the right side at the end of this corridor, or whatever you want to call it, fairway. There's a path on the right that's out of bounds the whole way down, and the basket's on a mound. It's about, I think, like 930, so under 1,000 feet. So you can, I've seen the eagle, I've done it before, I've seen other people get it. So that's my goal right now. I'm just gonna crush a Ballista Pro, and hopefully I'm close enough to go for it for eagle. That was decent. Okay, didn't quite get as far off the tee as I thought. I'm still like over 500 feet away. I don't know, I feel like I can get there, but 500 would tell me probably not. I'm still just gonna rip an Anheuser and we'll just figure it out from there. Well, a little shorter than I thought. I guess that makes sense. I didn't get it to flex or throw it high enough, but yeah, we just gotta lay up from here. It's hole 8, straight ahead, a shorty. I think it's probably like 230. It is an island. For the tournament, it plays as hazard if you're outside of it. Usually there's a drop zone to the left, but for PDGA events, we run it as a hazard. But the OB is probably 15 feet on the left side and probably like 40 on the right and 45 deep. So if you're gonna miss deep and right is better. But we're gonna try to give it a run with the Makana. All right, not a run, but a good shot. Hole 10, hardest hole out here. It's a windy hole down a valley, bad rough on both sides. It's actually probably the best it's looked all summer right now. Came out here a few different times for a couple hours to clear it out. So you actually can land on the side a little bit, but I'm gonna try ripping a forehand. Hopefully keep it straight down the middle, turn a little left with the flex, and then fade at the end. Try to get around the corner, make it easy. If that doesn't work, just be in the middle. It's like a par 4, probably 520 feet, 550 maybe. So not super far and downhill. It's just really stay on the fairway, and the angle is really tough, second shot. Okay, a little inside, it landed on the fairway though, so we're fine. The smart play is lay up to the corner on the left side so you have a better angle. But I'm gonna take a look. There is a high window that's kind of it's the only way to get down there. You risk going out of, or into the rough on the sides, and there's a path OB behind it, but it's the only way to birdie it from here, so that's what I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go fuse, high turnover from like a patent pen. Oh my gosh. That's why you lay up. Oh man, I don't know where that went. God dang it, dude. All right, let that be a sign to everybody. Just lay up, especially if you're by yourself, because finding your disc in the rough is not great, especially when you throw it like 80 feet into the rough. Luckily, we found it, and I think we got a 6, but yeah, just lay up next time. Hole 10, There's a mando making you go left right away, and then the basket is actually over there by the pond. So I like to go big anheuser around everything and then try to get it around that second set of trees, because it opens up like a ton after those trees. So you just don't want to be short of them, because then it makes your next shot a little bit harder. So I'm gonna go Ballista Pro Big Annie. Oh, it's okay. I didn't get it to flex back at all, but it's fine. All right, parked. I think this is hole 11. Like 250 across the little pond, just wide open. It's one of the prettiest places on the course, and it's a good ace run. So I'm gonna try to go big hyzer with the culprit. Oh, I thought that had a chance. All right, I think this hole 12, about 300 feet. That way, down tunnel, low ceiling, finishes a touch right, so I'm gonna go forehand. Oh, just behind it. 13 is one of the hardest holes out here, par 4. You can see it technically through this little gap. I don't know if the camera can see it, but there's a pond on the left, a pond on the right. But you have to throw, I don't know, 350 that, or probably 400 that way, and like 700 that way to get to it. So we're just trying to get past these trees. There's also an OB line on the right. That's the property line. But I think I'm still gonna throw at that and try to hyzer back in. Yeah, that was not good. Okay, tough spot here. I'm just gonna try to get it up there a little bit. Yep, safe, got some distance. Next shot's easier. Yep, par. All right, I think this is 14. It looks super cool with all the lightning bugs. I don't know if you can see them on the camera, but there's at least like 40 of them right in the middle of the fairway. Anyway, so it's low ceiling tunnel. Really like this shot. I mess it up every time. So I'm actually gonna fuse this time a little faster so I can keep it low and kind of punch it. Okay, we're putting, that's pretty good. This hole 15, I think. It's like 315 around that biggest tree. You kind of go through the gap on the right or a little bit under it and try to hyzer. I'm gonna go honor. A little skip, that's okay. I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but it's getting pretty dark. The sun officially set probably like 10 minutes ago, and we still have at least 3.5 holes left. So that's why I've been kind of running. I don't know if you can tell. I'm pretty out of breath this video. I'm trying to go pretty quick. But we're gonna get this done, and hopefully it's just not full dark. Okay, hole 16 is actually in a new position. It's a par 4. The par 5 used to play like around the parking lot and then around the corner and up a hill. But anyway, this is it's playing same landing zone, but straight ahead there's a group of trees, and it's kind of at the back of the group of trees. Still parking lot out of bounds. There's no mando. We might change that, make you go left. But right now there's no mando. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna pretend that there is, and we're gonna go from there. And then it's probably close to 700 in total, maybe under that, but pretty long hole, difficult par 4. I've never thrown it that good. There's a big gap right in the middle, and that's what I'm gonna try to aim for. There is a left side that's the most open, but you have to beat this corner, otherwise you're in the crap. And the right side, you've got to get lucky low or really far around on the right side. So I'm gonna go straight at it. Okay, I think that's good. Hole 17 is gonna be real dark. I think the camera's gonna make it look brighter probably, but grainy, but it's probably 270-ish, maybe up to 300. Low tunnel, just stay right in the middle. I'm gonna go fuse again. Okay, caught the tree right to the right of the basket. Hole 18 is probably, I don't know, 280, maybe 300. But it's gonna play over 300, I think, because it's uphill, and then it's a little bit on the right, on a slope that goes far down to the right. So you really wanna land up top. I'm gonna go turnover. I've been throwing the fuse pretty good today, so I'm gonna keep throwing it. And I don't have to try so hard, because if I throw my keystone, I have to try harder. So this should just naturally turn. At least that's the goal. Well, you gotta get some air if you want it to get up there. No. Darn it. All right, that's gonna do it here at MGV. Hope you guys liked the video. If you're in the area, make sure to sign up for the tournament. It's the Maple Open. I believe it's August 16th. So from right now, 2 weeks from now. So make sure that you're signing up. It's a great course, a little biased. I designed it, so like there's that factor, but I think it's looking as good as it ever has right now and playing pretty good, pretty tough. Yeah, that double bogey in the really, really hard hole. But yeah, it's just a really fun track. So if you're in the area, come check it out. And if you play tournaments, come play the tournament. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So hope to see you there.